Hi, how are you? Got my water, got my natural sunlight from the window, got my cute little outfit on, my little tennis outfit. I'll have a little short of this outfit so you can see it, me standing up. But today, as I just prayed, I prayed that God would help me get this message out so that people could set themselves free today. Doesn't that sound amazing? Set yourself free, set your emotions free, set your past free. Let it go. Stop the overthinking that doesn't serve you any longer and just let things go. You know, this new generation is so good at that. They just let things go. They're like, oh, what? You've been overthinking about it? I've already let it go after I said it. Because they said it, they meant it, it was harsh to us, and then they let it go because they have worked on healing and boundaries and all of that if they had parents that taught them that. But then there are some of us that never learned self-awareness, never learned how to regulate our emotions. And you think about it and you're born as this innocent, beautiful, amazing child. And then you throw a temper or you cry or whatever, and as a toddler, and you learn that that's not okay to express your emotions and your feelings. And you want what you want and everything's new and exciting. And you get spanked or put in timeout. And then you're just supposed to live your life doing what your parents tell you to do. And that's fine as dandy as long as they teach you the importance of self-regulating your emotions and your feelings. But unfortunately, they never learned how to do it either. And then all of us wounded moms and dads and kids, and then we become adults, and all these people in the world just never learn how to self-regulate your emotions. And then there's a time in our life to where we have to slow down a little bit, and then we get a glimpse of it, like when we're pregnant. There's this 3-month window that you're creating this beautiful, amazing life within inside yourself. And then you try to do the right things, most of us, and get off of caffeine and start eating healthy and think about there's somebody else now I've got to, and your protectiveness comes out, and I just want to do better than I learned, and I want to be the best mom that I can ever be, and I'm going to do it my way, and you think your way is the right way. And that's wonderful. We all get that gift of learning how to self-regulate ourselves and our emotions and do things the way we want to do them. But do you know how to self-regulate your emotions? That's what I want to talk about today, because for years I never understood how to self-regulate my emotions. I lived my life as a robot. Many of us do. Caffeine, like wake up, have our coffee, have our food of choice, and run and take our snacks and eat out and go to my job. I gotta be there at 9 o'clock. I gotta be there 10 minutes early. If I'm not there, I'm gonna get fired. And our nervous system becomes this like, going to school, going to college, dealing with bullies, not understanding how it feels to regulate our nervous system. And so then we just get this like label on ourselves of what we tolerate because of what we've known. And then we usually end up picking the spouse that's familiar to how we grew up, how our father was to our mother, how there was no father, how your mom was a single parent, your mom was alcoholic. Whatever the case is, you become the target of that style of life because it's familiar to you, because that's all you know. And until you have something, a tragedy or something that happens in your life to where it bounces you in the head and calms you down, or a beautiful life experience like a pregnancy to help you calm you down, you don't learn the skills on knowing it's okay to be you. It's okay to be alone. It's okay to silence your mind. It's okay to have a chamber in your house that you use every day, whatever that chamber looks like or whatever you want to call it. Mine is my recliner, my living room couch recliner, and I recline that out, me and Bella, and I do a 20-minute meditation in the morning, and I clear my mind. Oh, the electricity, I don't know what that was. I clear my mind and my emotions. And at first, you may only be able to do 5 minutes. And you just sit there with nothing. No people, no distractions, phones turned off. You know, if you want meditation without words or words for a while, you can. But your mind will start racing and go, oh my, thinking about all this stuff that you need to do or you haven't done or whatever the case may be. And you'll feel like you're being selfish because you don't have enough time in the day to take care of yourself. And it only comes in these live events like being pregnant and having to because you're physically not able to get up days because you're exhausted. And you are forced to learn how to self-regulate your emotions. But unfortunately, it only happens usually when you're in this desperate place of, oh my gosh, people are walking away and my life isn't going the way I wanted it to. And you really don't even know what you wanted because you've been on robot mode for so many years just trying to survive. You've built up so many walls because you've been hurt so much. You don't let things go. You hold on to trauma and pain and suffering, and you don't know how to get out of it. And you keep on attracting the same thing in your life over and over and over. And it's like you're spinning around and around and getting the same results because you're not able to sit down and self-regulate and look at yourself in the mirror and learn to like who you see shining back at you. You can always tell when people are in despair and depression and they don't, the way their mannerism, they don't stand the way that, you know, a queen or a king would stand because they don't even know their value. They don't even know how to self-aware. And many people pick relationships to where their partners tell them what to do, and they allow them to become their parents because they're hurt, so they have been hurt, so they're going to control your every move and your every whim and your every emotion. And how dare you step outside the box, and how dare you go find your alone time because what about me, what about me, what about me? And until you learn how to be a person that just fights for their alone time every single day, you're never going to learn how to self-regulate your emotions. And you're going to be doing the same things over and over and over again. And people are going to be leaving, and you're going to be accepting things that you shouldn't accept. And you're not going to have healthy boundaries for yourself. And you're going to have disappointments. And you're going to constantly look outside yourself for love and for validation and for guidance. And what about me? What about me? Look at me. Why haven't you seen me? I'm just all alone over here. Can't you see me? Can't you guide me? Can't you lead me? Well, that's what we're supposed to be doing inside of ourselves. But we learn that people have rejected us. The authority figures that we had were not trustworthy. We were a child depending on our parents to guide and lead us. And then we get disappointed, and then we do that with our children, and we make mistakes. And we never let it go, and we never apologize to ourselves for being human and for being perfectly imperfect. Because you see, when a tragedy happens, you're alone, you're forced to either look at yourself or get addicted to drugs or alcohol or whatever. We all have vices. What if your vice is, oh my gosh, Good morning, Ursula. I love you. It's going to be a great day. Yeah. I'm going to take Bella for a walk. I'm going to sit in my chamber of self-awareness. I'm going to listen to my meditation. I'm going to get my mind right. I'm going to fill my cup. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to get my sun energy. And I'm going to recharge my battery. And when my cup is overflowing of self-awareness and not pointing the finger to anybody else but me, and taking accountability and setting healthy boundaries and respecting and loving all of me, flaws and all. And then when I go out to the world, my cup is overflowing with the work that I've done, the self-awareness, the energy I'm giving back to myself, the learning to listen to that still small voice inside of myself for guidance. Not outside myself, but inside myself. I look for that guidance every single day. And guess what? It gets addicting. And then when life throws all this stuff that they throw at you, your kids accuse you of this and that happens, and you didn't pay this bill on time, or somebody's mad at you, or they just don't like you, or whatever, or a relationship breaks up because they really weren't for you anyway, like because you weren't self-regulated. Then things happen and you become self-aware emotionally and spiritually and physically, and you stop hiding and you start living this amazing life, and you start hearing voices of your purpose and your passion again, and you start dancing like nobody's watching because you're not being judged, because you're not judging yourself. And you let negative things bounce off of you. You only get people around you that add value to you and lift you up, and you do the same for them. And you become on the same team, and then you bounce ideas off of each other and love each other. You don't compete against each other. You're on the same team. Well, guess what? You are born alone and you die alone. You cannot get away from yourself. So why not stop fighting with yourself and start loving yourself? And find an area in your home that you can just go to every day. Whether it's your bed, whether it's a comfy couch, a recliner. You know that when you sit on that chair or you lay on that bed, you can call it rest, you can call it meditation, you can call it prayer. You can call it alone time. You can call it recharge your battery. You can call it, this is my self-awareness time. Whatever it is, make it special to you. I call it recharge my battery. And I recharge my battery every single day. And then I go out and I do what I have to do in the world. I make these videos. I do what I do. And then after I make these videos, after I share and pour my heart and soul and love to all of you, then I get my water, I drink my water, and I go back to my chamber and get self-aware again and cleanse my system and recharge my battery and breathe and get self-aware again. And I figure out how can I constantly reinvent myself and make myself better and stop fighting against myself and start fighting for myself. And it's an honor and a privilege to be in my life. I don't have to be unworthy or, oh, are you going to like me? Oh, am I enough for you? That's all gone. It's all history. I am enough, and I'm celebrating every one of my beautiful personalities that I have. I have so many gifts and talents, and I'm good at so many things. And I'm able to shift from a video like this to shift from behind the scenes afterwards with no problem, because I've tapped in to all my sides of Ursula. And I love every one of them. I have this beautiful little childlike self that likes to play and chase Bella around and act like a kid. And when I go out in the world, I'm just like, oh, I just, everything's beautiful and new because I don't get out much. And then I have this powerful businesswoman side that gets shit done. And I know that I need to work first and then play. And then I have this badass athletic side that I love to go to the gym and go do things out in nature and explore. And I love water and I love to do laps every day and swim. And I wear what I want and I do what I want and I'm on vacation every single day because I know my value now. I take my self-awareness time so that I can keep my cup overflowing with joy, which gives me peace to create new content and new ideas and new adventures on my Ursy's Great Adventures channel, second channel. I have the confidence, whether I'm alone or with somebody, I will succeed because I'm winning. I'm looking inside for the answers, and when you look inside for the answers, how can you not win? Because we're all different, and we all are creative in our own way. You just get to tap in to your way. Stop fighting with yourself and fighting with others, and celebrate you and your wins. And if nobody comes around to celebrate with you, so be it. Be your own cheerleader. Stop sacrificing yourself for others if they're not willing to sacrifice for you. You don't sacrifice for them. We are on the same team or we're not. It's either working or it's not working. It's that simple. So why are we making it so complicated? Because we don't know better. So I'm here to give you this beautiful secret today. Make a chamber in your house that you go to every single day to recharge your battery. And nobody's invited. I'm sorry, no. This is my space. This is my time. This is for me. This is to make me feel like a better person. And this is for me to get quiet so I can hear my inner voice for guidance every single day so that I can constantly be my greater self and move to the next success level of life. And then as you do that and as you strengthen yourself, you will eventually find your people and your purpose. But in the meantime, get in your bliss. If you only knew what I did by myself every day, you would be floored. Because I'm a whole party. I'm a whole party. With or without you, baby. I'm a whole party. And I don't give you second chances. Show me who you are now. Give me your actions now. And if I like it, we'll sail away together. And if not, bye. I'm over it. Next, bye. Let it go. Learn your lesson and move forward. So I love you for watching. I hope this made sense to you. I pray it makes sense to you because I love you so much and I always want to give you the tea of success. And it costs, guess what? It costs no money. All it costs is the time that you want to give to yourself and you're worth it. And it's about time. It's about time to figure out who you are today. I love you. Leave a comment below if you do this. Where's your chamber of your house? Where do you do it? If not, where are you going to do it? And find that perfect place so that you can build your self-awareness today because you're worth it.